Around the world, people fear the deep ocean, and with good reason. The moment you sink beneath the surface, the rules of life change. Darkness replaces sunlight, strange shapes glide through the water, and predators far older and deadlier than anything on land begin to circle. This has always been true throughout Earth's history, but among all the oceans that ever existed, one stands above the rest as the most terrifying of all. It was called the Western Interior Seaway, a prehistoric ocean so dangerous that paleontologists refer to it as Hell's Aquarium. Around 100 million years ago, during the Cretaceous period, a shallow sea swallowed the heart of North America. It stretched more than 3,000 kilometers in length and almost a kilometer deep in places, splitting the continent into two giant islands, Laramidia to the west and Appalachia to the east. For over 34 million years, this ocean became the deadliest marine ecosystem ever discovered. Nothing on land, not even Tyrannosaurus rex, matched the monsters that ruled these waters. This was the era of the Mosasaurus, reptiles built like torpedoes and engineered for one purpose: killing. The smallest of the major mosasaurs was Clidastes, a swift 20-foot predator as agile as a great white shark, but far more flexible, capable of sliding through tight underwater spaces to snatch fish and squid. Some evidence even suggests it swam into freshwater rivers, making the coastline as dangerous as the open sea. Deeper in the seaway lurked Platecarpus, a larger and smoother hunter reaching nearly 24 feet long. Although its teeth were delicate, it specialized in hunting soft-bodied prey like squid, gliding through the darkness with silent precision. But nothing compared to Tylosaurus, the apex predator of Hell's Aquarium. Growing up to 52 feet long, this monster had a toothless, reinforced snout designed for high-speed ramming. It behaved like a living missile, slamming into prey hard enough to stun or kill on impact before tearing the body apart with its serrated teeth. Fossils reveal that Tylosaurus even attacked other mosasaurs, including its own species, leaving bite marks in skulls, ribs, and even brain cases. In this ocean, even the top predators weren't safe. And yet, Tylosaurus wasn't the largest killer in these waters. That title belonged to Mosasaurus, a colossal marine reptile reaching 56 feet in length and weighing over 10 tons. With cutting-edge teeth and a bite force 4 times stronger than a saltwater crocodile, Mosasaurus dominated everything it encountered. Its powerful vision allowed it to track prey in murky water, making escape almost impossible. Together, Mosasaurus and Tylosaurus created a predator hierarchy unlike anything seen before or since. Surprisingly, mosasaurs were not the only threats. On the edges of the seaway lived Deinosuchus, one of the largest crocodilians in Earth's history. Stretching nearly 40 feet long and weighing well over 8 tons, this armored giant had a bite force estimated at over 100,000 newtons, powerful enough to crush turtles, fish, and even dinosaurs that wandered too close to the shoreline. Deinosuchus wasn't just a crocodile, it was a living tank, and it shared the same waters as mosasaurs. The result was an ocean where even apex predators risked becoming prey. This was Hell's Aquarium, a place where every shadow hid danger, every ripple signaled death, and every creature, from giant reptiles to monstrous crocodiles, fought endlessly for survival. As terrifying as the mosasaurs and giant crocodiles were, they weren't the only nightmares lurking in the Western Interior Seaway. Beneath the surface lived creatures so bizarre and so dangerous that even top predators avoided them. One of the strangest was the giant ammonite, an ancient cephalopod related to modern squids. Some species reached over 6 feet across, with spiraled shells strong enough to withstand the crushing pressure of the deep. Their tentacles were lined with hooks, and some scientists believe they were capable of dragging smaller mosasaurs into the dark depths where few predators could follow. These swirling giants floated like alien mines scattered across the ocean, lurking just beneath the wave. But ammonites weren't the only cephalopods turning the seaway into a war zone. Primitive squid and colossal marine mollusks hunted in packs, using speed, ink, and agility to overwhelm fish and reptiles. They may have even scavenged the kills left behind by larger predators, forming a vital piece of the chaotic food chain. Every layer of the ocean, from the sunlit surface to the pitch-black depths, was filled with competitors fighting for survival. In the middle waters traveled a nightmare that looked like a tuna built by a demon, Xiphactinus, often called the X-fish. Growing up to 20 feet long, Xiphactinus was fast, aggressive, and completely fearless. Its body was built like a missile, but its face was the real horror. Long, needle-like teeth capable of stabbing clean through prey. Fossils show entire fish swallowed whole inside its stomach, meaning it ate prey nearly half its own size. Even injured, Xiphactinus refused to give up. One fossil shows a fish breaking its ribs from the inside, yet it kept swimming until both animals died together. And if that wasn't terrifying enough, sharks patrolled every corner of the seaway. One of the most notable was Squalicarax, also known as the crow shark. It grew up to 20 feet long and earned its name because it behaved like a crow of the ocean, a ruthless scavenger that would rip apart anything it found: fish, turtles, mosasaurs, and even dinosaurs that drifted out to sea. Its teeth were perfectly shaped for slicing flesh, leaving clean, sharp bite marks that scientists still find on bones today. But the most formidable shark here was Cretaceous, better known as the Ginsu shark. This predator reached lengths of up to 25 feet and was one of the fastest hunters in the entire seaway. Its blade-like teeth could shear flesh in an instant, and its streamlined body allowed it to chase down prey with terrifying precision. Cretaceous competed directly with mosasaurs, attacking young individuals and sometimes even scavenging the remains of the giant. In any other ocean, it would have been the apex predator, but in Hell's Aquarium, it was only one killer among dozens. For 34 million years, the Western Interior Seaway thrived as the planet's deadliest ecosystem. But nothing lasts forever. As the Cretaceous period drew to a close, North America began rising again. Land pushed upward, sea levels fell, and slowly the seaway started to shrink. Rivers changed their paths, coastlines retreated. The monsters of this ocean were forced into tighter and tighter spaces until their once vast hunting grounds became muddy lagoons and drying basin. And then came the final blow. 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid slammed into the Yucatan Peninsula with the power of 10 billion nuclear bombs. Shockwaves raced across the planet. Wildfires ignited instantly. Mega tsunamis roared across entire continents, including the remains of the Western Interior Seaway. The impact threw so much ash and sulfur into the atmosphere that sunlight vanished for months, plunging Earth into a freezing darkness. Plants died, food chains collapsed, and within a short time, nearly every giant of the seaway, mosasaurs, ammonites, giant sharks, and marine reptiles, vanished forever. All that remained were their fossils, buried deep beneath the heart of North America. What once was a sprawling ocean full of monsters became farmland, prairie, and quiet plains. Places we walk across every day were once patrolled by some of the most terrifying creatures to ever live. Today, the Western Interior Seaway is gone, but its legacy lives on in scattered bones, ancient shells, and the silent warnings left behind. A reminder that the world has changed before, violently, and that the greatest monsters Earth has ever known were not on land, they were below the waves.